Teresa Roncon, and you are watching the best of 95 on the Power 30. Today, we're going to take a look at 3 trips the Power 30 went on last year, starting off with our favorite one of all, Australia. Here it is, one more time. Guys, guess where we are? That's right, Australia! Woo!
Most people live within an hour from the coast, and there's waves everywhere, so come down and surf.
Scott, how was the surfing today?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Not bad?
Yeah, a bit rough.
You probably want to say hello to Canada, maybe?
Yeah. G'day, Canada. How you doing? How you doing, Canada? Yeah. It's hard to hold a job when you like surfing because you'd rather be surfing than working. Gets you in a bit of trouble when the boss doesn't like it too much. Most surfers have got a dog. Most surfers treat their dog better than their girlfriend.
Oh, great. So you like Silverchair? They're from here. They're real young kids.
Yeah, they've got pretty good music. Really thrashy, ampy music, good lyrics.
Okay, let's check them out.
Sometimes people look down on you because you're young.
I hope not. Oh, dear. I reckon they do, but it doesn't bother me at all. I don't really give a shit. I'm bored quite a bit of my time.
Yeah.
So a third of my life is boredom.
Why is that so fun?
I don't know. Because there's usually nothing on telly. And school's usually like takes up a third of your life, so it's all boring.
Do you see yourself doing that pretty much all your life?
It'd be good to. Yeah.
Yeah?
It'd be good to not have to get a job.
Is there a drinking age in Australia?
Drinking age, yeah, 18. 18.
18?
18,
Yeah? How old are you?
18.
18? What about you?
18. 18.
A lot of people in Melbourne actually don't wear shoes.
Why? Because they're uncomfortable? But
Good for the soul not to wear shoes, in both senses of the word. It's a bit of a feral town,
It's
Melbourne.
feral city.
What does that mean?
We're dirty and
You are, I'm not.
we don't shower. We stink.
Speak for yourself.
Why do people wear their hair in dreads here so much?
They're lazy and they can't be bothered brushing it.
Seen women who wear this hair in visions, and so I wear it on the third dimension.
Why? I couldn't be bothered brushing it, basically.
What kind of music do you guys like? Like just
Heavy metal!
Do you think that there's a scene happening in Melbourne for your type of music?
Yes! Definitely! Not only in Melbourne, but Australia and the world.
There he goes. Mr. Emu. So tell me about the animals of Australia. I understand that for the most part they're marsupials.
And a marsupial has a pouch, and inside are nipples where the young attaches itself to a nipple and develops further from there.
Right now we're going to start off with another different set of animals, not indigenous to Australia. The first time they've been here since 1980, and they are Kiss.
Open up.
MuchMusic is a bit spineless in that, like most corporate TV stations, they like to jump on the bandwagon and be with somebody when it's in vogue, but they certainly, you know, don't answer the phones when they don't think it's warranted.
So you guys still continuing your womanizing ways?
No, we've become vegetarians and asexual. We now read a lot of books and don't think sexual thoughts whatsoever.
This city rocks. It is the rock capital of Australia, and of course we mean music. There are more bands, more musicians here than anywhere else.
Melbourne's the place to be.
It's the rock capital of the country.
There's also a really great tradition of Australian hard rock that sort of grew up in the pubs, you know, like a lot of bands that started off just like playing in hotels like us, like, you know, the obvious ones, you know, like Rose Tattoo and AC/DC.
Discriminatories were here quite recently. They were saying that, you know, going to a pub in Melbourne was a bit like going to see a band in Seattle about 5 or 6 years ago.
People are pretty creative in Melbourne. That's probably why you got a lot of people in bands in Melbourne, you know. Different scene. Curry's bad though in Melbourne. Don't get a curry.
The bands at the moment are incredible. I mean, I've been in Melbourne putting out records for so long, but it's never been like it is now, where there's every night when I go to gigs, the venues are packed, people are going crazy, and the bands are incredible.
You guys are the Meanies. Hi.
Howdy.
Welcome to MuchMusic. You don't strike me as being particularly mean. What are some of the interesting Australian expressions?
Bloody oath.
Bloody oath?
Yeah, it means, yeah, really.
You really?
My favourite's always the drives a dead dingo's donga. Rooting in Australia means a lot different than it does in Canada or America. Yeah.
We're rooting for you in North America means, yeah, we're with you, we're behind you. Here it doesn't mean that at all, does it?
We're having sex for you is what it means. We're having sex for you. It just doesn't make any sense at all.
I don't know how you couldn't be moved by what happened to the Australian Aborigines, really. I think it's more ignorance than people not being moved. There's a lot of information that we got when we were learning about history. It was just absolute bullshit.
The best way for us to be active, we all think, is collectively as a band. I mean, by us bringing people along to the show, we can hopefully make a bit of money and get a bit of knowledge around for the particular issue that we've done. You know, everything from animal liberation benefit. We've done so many. You know, it's like it's all one big basket. You know, you either think about things or you don't.
And your dad owns this place?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to fix it if we break it. We can't complain to the landlord. But you can do things like that and...
Make holes, you can take half the ceiling out if you want to.
Everyone's so laid back here and there's not that much trouble and violence, and it's so easy to get by even if you don't have a job and stuff.
Just the beer's going up in price, that's all.
You're a drummer?
Yes, Timmy Jack, learning around here.
Hi Timmy, how you doing? What were you in for, Timmy?
Just being too drunk. And apparently they found me wrapped in nothing but a blanket in a service station. So I just woke up the next day in jail. I didn't have a clue what was going on.
So would you say that the people in Melbourne, the young people, maybe especially musicians, do a lot of drinking?
Yes, yeah, a lot of drinking.
It's an alcohol culture.
What about drugs? Is there a heavy drug scene happening in Melbourne? What are some of the most popular drugs people are doing?
The drug is, the last year or so, has been heroin. And
Speed is very, very big. Powder drugs.
Speed is really, really popular. I sort of pretty much, you know, got my whole style of guitar playing through taking speed and playing, unfortunately.
Steve, I think I hear a band in there, and it sounds a lot like Damaged. Do you guys consider yourselves a death metal band?
Not one bit.
People are able to, you know, get money here on the dole.
I've been on the dole. I've been on the dole for close to 12 years. I've had many jobs here. I wouldn't say that. I don't care. I'm proud of it. I don't want to work. I hate it.
Okay, that's it. That's enough. Thank you very much. That was a good interview. Go out and get yourself a job.
Goodbye from Melbourne. It's been nice having you.
Five saw the return of 80s seminal heavy metal band Iron Maiden, but with a new lead singer. Here's a bit from their record release party in London, England.
Good evening, Power 30 in Canada. Yes, I am Nico McBrain from Iron Maiden, and I'd like to welcome you to this very special evening. We are here in London at our launch party.
What are you doing at the Iron Maiden party?
What was it on the main party? Drinking a free beer, taking full advantage of the free hospitality like the sad bastard that I am.
What brings you to the Iron Maiden party?
Half and half. I'm kind of observing and working as well, so...
Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of work?
Magazine work. I find it hard to explain, like, the band's... my own band's music, but I can describe other people's music really easily, you know. So that's a contradiction in terms, you know.
You've been listening to the new Iron Maiden album?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
It's great.
You like it?
I do, yeah. It's, I prefer the voice. It's a lot more sort of mid-range, you know, rather than all that.
Well, we tried a lot of people out, and you know, he was just definitely the right guy, you know, sound-wise, and just the way he is, you know, his enthusiasm, his personality, and you know, he plays football, so you know, got the right credentials, really.
The worst thing in the world would be for Iron Maiden to make a grunge album. It's not going to happen, ever, you know. Whatever, you know, it might, I think some bands make the mistake of like tilting the hat, oh, that's going on, we'll sound a little bit like that, as you know, so we're contemporary. Whereas in reality, it's always too late.
And as you can see, everybody's enjoying it, and we just like to say goodbye and thanks for coming. Bye-bye now.
The Power 30's third and last trip of 1995 was to New York City to cover the alternative music convention called the CMJ, the College Music Journal, where we checked out some of the heavier bands.
Who were thrown off the force for a variety of heinous crimes and anti-crime.
We turn a blind eye! And isn't it a bit offensive, some of the stuff?
Extremely so. Well, I would have to say this is probably all a spoof on extreme right-wing attitudes and a joke, a sarcastic barb aimed against the police and the government.
Our songs are kind of
about what we see around us, about a lot of stuff that's going on in London at the moment and in Britain. So as a consequence of not being able to just close our eyes and ignore stuff, our songs have like a lot of stuff that's going on with the government and other things like that.
I just wanted to know who you are.
Oh, we're the Deftones.
What?
We're the Deftones.
We kind of rock. We kind of rock. We're like kind of like Sinatra.
I like playing music. It's fun. It makes me feel good. I like to play. I like to sing. I like when people watch me sing and people sing along with me. And I like Weezer.
They're one of the most amazing American psycho bands in the United States of America.
What don't you like about them?
The singer was acting real goofy and like the rest of the band wasn't, so he just looked like an idiot.
How's the album doing?
Oh, it's doing horribly.
It's selling
Very few.
less than less.
It's what you might call underground. If you see it, don't buy it. Please, continue the trend and do not purchase our album. Thank you very much. We're going to see Korn.
How'd you hear about them?
Through a friend. Approximately a year ago, no one knew who they were. Now they're doing very well and their music is great.
I think sometimes people say, oh, it's too hard, it'll never make it on the radio, the music.
Oh, let me tell you a little something here.
Oh my God, I've heard that so many times.
All the radio stations had told us they would not play it. Now they're playing it. All I got to say is,
what's up?
Who died, huh? Over your dead body? Well, somebody died because you're playing it now. People are more open-minded these days and are able to go to raves and are able to go see Slayer and are able to go, you know, to a whole concert. I don't think that people keep themselves in categories like they did in the 80s.
Some bands have been changing their sound to suit the alternative thing. How do you feel about those kind of things?
Well, I mean, if you're in the business to be big, and if you're in the business to make a lot of money, then I guess that's the way to go. Some of us are in this business to make music that they like.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is sold out. The show is sold out.
So rock and metal isn't dead.
Well, it's lasted longer than any other goofy bullshit genres that are only around for 2 weeks, yeah.
Oh yeah, the CMJs in New York City rocked. And you know, it was great to see Korn from California get such success in their first year. It doesn't often happen to heavy bands in the United States. And of course, they also made a splash at the CMJs. And their first video, Blind, was one of the Power 30's faves from 1995. Wrapping up the best of the Power 30 from 1995. We've already been playing some of our favorite videos, but tomorrow we'll be giving you the Power 30 Top 10 Countdown. Also, we'll be including some of our favorite interviews, including one from this band, AC/DC. See you then.